What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, with the Niner Sickness Report here on Facebook and YouTube. How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Glad to see everybody charming in. Martin Rodriguez, what's up? Christina Rios, what's up? Tony Smith, what's up, brother? Ronnie Richardson, what's going on? Josh Blackwood, Maverick is in the house. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing great. I decided to come on and talk some football. We can never have enough 49er conversation, correct? What's up, David Hernandez? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. That's a great looking Rottweiler right there, Tony Smith. Love the Rottweiler. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing, sir? Always representing the 49ers. Josh Blackwood, what's up? My boy Maverick. How you doing, sir? It's always good to see David Hernandez in the house. What's up, Humberto? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing awesome. That is great, great, great. James Bolt, what's up, brother? How you doing, sir? Kyle Benson, my boy, Kyle Benson. How you doing, brother? Always a pleasure on seeing you on here. How you been? I hope everything is well with you. Oh, who's calling me? Sorry about that. It's my beautiful goddaughter. She's 8 years old. She got a phone, and she has no one to call but me, which I love it, though. I love it that she calls her Nino. What's up, Benson? How you doing, sir? Always a pleasure on seeing you, man. I've been seeing the Vikings been making some moves. Looking pretty good there, Mr. Benson. Let's see here. So anyway, I wanted to talk about the 49ers today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to open up the phone lines. If you feel like you want to call in, be part of my show, and you want to let me know how you feel about what has been taking place with your 49ers this offseason. Are you content? Are you happy? So far, has Paragg Marathe, has he done a great job maneuvering the cap? I mean, we signed arguably the best left tackle. We signed arguably the best fullback. We bring in Jason Verrett after a great year. We bring him in for another year. Yeah, I think he's meeting with John Lynch to retire. One of those one day, sign a 1 day contract and retire as a 49er. I think that's the direction. But if he plays for another year under the 49ers, I would not be disappointed. I would love to see Frank Gore back in the red and gold where he belongs. He always belonged in the red and gold. I'm doing good, big dog. Everything is everything. My Vikings making some moves. Yeah, they're making definitely some moves. Trying to compete in that NFC North with those wannabe Packers. Hyder to see. Yes, Coleman to the Jets. The Coleman to the Jets. Now listen, 49er fans. As we know, Robert Saleh went from the San Francisco to the Jets as their new head coach. A lot of us really thought that he was going to take. What's up, Ed Dominguez? What's up, Roberto Escalante? A lot of people really believe that the Niners players that were free agents were going to be pooched by Robert Saleh. Everybody thought that Robert Saleh was going to go after K'Wan Williams. He was going to go after Jason Verrett. He was going to go after Juice. And it did not turn out that way. Paragg Marathe, the guy is a genius when dealing with the salary cap. Would love my patch. Appreciate it very much. Josh Blackwood, I'm glad you love your patch. And for those that don't understand what he's saying, I give away patches. I give away jerseys. I give away a lot of stuff. And my brother Josh Blackwood just informed me that he received his patches and he loves his patch. I'm glad you love it, brother. What's up? Good. Salute. Listen, brother. Same love right back at you. What about the quarterback situation? Well, Tony Smith. It's very interesting to know what the quarterback we're in. Right now, we have Jimmy G. It looks like we're going to be rolling with Jimmy G no matter what. Unless, let me backtrack. Sorry. Not no matter what. I only see the 49ers going and pursuing Deshaun Watson. If we can bring Deshaun Watson via trade, that'll be great for our organization, and then we can move on from Jimmy G. But if we don't get Deshaun Watson, I don't know about you guys, but are you guys really comfortable moving up in the draft and possibly trading up, giving up some capital to go and get Justin Fields or Trey Lance? I don't know if I'm really sold on Trey Lance. And Justin Fields, coming out of Ohio State, had a great career there. I'm not just sold. I love Wilson and I love Trevor Lawrence. Me being a Clemson fan, I followed Deshaun Watson. I followed Trevor Lawrence. But I don't know if I want to move up in the draft and take a quarterback. Now, I've been hearing rumors that the Niners are talking to the Jaguars and possibly trading for Minshew. Now, Minshew is not going to be the savior of the 49ers if we trade for him. Let's get that clear. But what he will be is definitely an upgrade to C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins. Having Minshew and Josh Rosen as a backup to Jimmy Garoppolo would not be a bad thing. Hear me out. I think it is a better for the 49ers if the trade for Deshaun Watson happens after the draft. If we can trade for Deshaun Watson after the draft, I think it'll be more beneficial to your San Francisco 49ers. Why? First and foremost, we can use the number 12 pick this year. We can always negotiate draft picks trades to the Texans for 22 and 23. If the Texans trade Deshaun Watson before the draft, the cap hit against them will be a lot. But if they trade him after the draft, or after June 1st, I should say, not after the draft, but after June 1st, they will get hit less. So the Texans are better off trading him after June 1st than before June 1st. I shouldn't say before or after the draft, but they're better off trading him after June 1st than before. And if that's the case, it is more beneficial to the 49ers because we can use this year's 12 to pick up a corner, to pick up a defensive end, whatever direction the 49ers want to go, a tackle. And we can definitely give away some picks for Deshaun for the 22 and the 23 season. Let me read some of the comments. You guys are charming in very nicely. Let me read some of the comments. Thanks. I also got my patch. Right on, Ismael Ortiz. I'm glad you like your patch, brother. Our gonna take care of Jimmy. Our O-line's gonna take care of Jimmy. No worries. You know what, Christina? I tend to agree with you. I love the re-signing of Trent Williams. Arguably the best left tackle, excuse me. I love Tomlinson. And then we bring Alex Mack from Atlanta to be that quarterback of our offensive line. People don't realize how important it is to have a smart center. A center that can read the defense and make the proper adjustments. In a lot of offensive, it's up to the quarterback to try to point out that linebacker. But in the 49ers offense, it's really up to the center to locate where that middle linebacker is going to be at. Having Alex Mack is going to make Mike McGlinchey better. Having Alex Mack is going to make Daniel Brunskill at right guard better. The weakest link to our offense is Daniel Brunskill. But I think personally, Daniel Brunskill was moved from center to guard last year, and he didn't have a chance to develop one skill set. Now that we have our center in place, and we pray that he stays healthy, we can put Daniel Brunskill at right guard and keep him there. He can develop as a right guard for us and be a solid, I'm not even expecting a Pro Bowl right guard, but at least a solid right guard. Let's see here. The Jaguars know something on Minshew. That sucks and preferred getting... Well, let me bring some clarity to that, Humberto. I don't think that CJ Beathard is better than Minshew. And the fact that, kind of like what you're saying, is kind of sounds like this guy on Twitter by the name of Grant Cohn. I don't know how many of you watch Grant Cohn, but this guy is a joke. Yes, I said it. He is a joke when it comes to reporting about the 49ers. I am not a Grant Cohn fan. He is too negative, first and foremost, and he's always talking negative. He's the one that has been, I'm not saying that that's where you got your information, Herberto, but he was stating in one of his Twitter lives that Jaguars must know something. I tend to disagree. I just think that there's a rift between Minshew and the Jaguars. I just think that there is a rift between the Jaguars and Minshew. If you look at how many games Minshew played, if you look at his stats, they're not bad for a backup. Now, we're not bringing him in for a starting position. We're bringing him in for a backup to Jimmy G, or even if we draft a young quarterback, we're bringing him as a backup. Don't believe everything you hear from Grant Cohn. The dude is a joke, in my opinion. You might disagree with me. That's fine. I just, I'm not a big fan of him. Never been. You might say, well, how do you? I listen to some of the things he says because I want to bring clarity when I do my show. There is 4 to 5 quarterbacks that will be there at 4th and 7th round. My Demir is MSU quarterback, got a cannon and saw some tape matchup as Mahomes type. Okay. So you're stating that we should draft a quarterback, but not necessarily in the first round. I like that. Okay, I can go with that. Christina says, agreed. I think Minshew could be a good in our system. I agree, Victor. I honestly agree. Again, we are just bringing him. What's up, Kathy? Welcome, Kathy. Welcome, D. And welcome, Dina. Welcome. I think that Minshew would be a good backup. Based on what I've seen, he is a better backup than C.J. Beathard, um, and then Nick Mullins. I just don't think Minshew wants to play in Jacksonville anymore. He doesn't want to play there no more. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Oh my God, the Jaguars know something, and if they're getting C.J. Beathard, why is they getting C.J. Beathard if Minshew was good? Don't buy into that, in my personal opinion. Yo, Lucky was Goody player. Trying to Watson BS makes him untradeable right now. Victor, I mean nobody knows anything, honestly, but I really believe that these allegations against Deshaun Watson are bogus. I really do. There's no allegations of sexual uh thing. It's just inappropriateness, you know. And then if these things happen, they happened like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, why bring it up now? I think it's just these women, and if I'm wrong, I apologize to the women. If I am wrong on this comment, I apologize to the women if it comes to fruition that it is true. But I think that it's just a ploy to take money away from Deshaun Watson, in my humble opinion. Again, if I'm wrong and the allegations are true, my apologies to the women that were victimized. But I just think it's just a ploy to get money out of this guy. Even Cap is better than Minshew. Now, again, we're talking about a backup. We're not talking about a starter. We're talking about a backup that we're trying to bring in. Let's see here. We haven't had a good center since Sullivan. I'm trying to go back. Sullivan. Oh, you threw me a curveball there. What year was he our center, bro? Because I can name a couple of good centers prior to him, but I have to look. I gotta definitely look him up. Let's see here. Give me a second. Kathy, how you doing? Mac, a top 3 center too. Yeah, I mean he's up there in age. I understand. He's 35, but if he works out for us for 2 years, 2 years, we are good. We're getting a veteran center that knows how to read defenses, and he can make the proper adjustments to the offensive line. And I think having a veteran center will always make the whole offensive line better. Now we have Trent Williams, a veteran, and now we have Mac, also a veteran. They can help the younger linemen. Tomlinson is highly underrated. Yes, he is. He is very underrated for being a left guard. This guy is a. I love Tomlinson. I do. I agree with you, Ismail. He is underrated a lot, but that's okay though. That's okay. That benefits us. Let him be underrated, and he's going to continue to work, work, and work. Um, what's up, Carla? How you doing? That's right. I forgot that you changed your name. I got to keep remembering that. I'm not a CJ fan. He's a joke. I agree with you. I agree with. As a human being, great guy. I feel bad for what happened to his brother, but as a football player, no good. And Nick Mullins also, as a human being, I don't know him. I don't know neither one of them personally, but I'm presuming that Nick Mullins is a wonderful husband, a father, friends, uncle, whatever he is. But on the field as a player, trash, 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 trash. What's up, Austin Blackwood? Did we sign Josh Rosen? Yeah, he's signed. He is under contract. Right now, the only quarterbacks under contract are Jimmy G and Josh Rosen. Are the only quarterbacks under contract. So I was thinking about opening up the phone lines. Does anybody want to call in? Do you guys feel like calling in? Do you guys want to call in? If you do, let me know, and I will put my number on the screen, and you guys can call in and let me know how you feel. What's your thoughts on what the Niners have done this offseason? I want to know your perspective on the re-signing of Trent Williams, how we were able to sign all these players and still be about 18 million under the cap. I want to get your guys' thoughts. I know you guys are commentating on the comments. You guys have a lot to say. Let me know what your thoughts are. What's up, Jose Avila? Good to see you, brother. Enjoying the live feed while enjoying some tacos at the taco spot in Arizona. And you're not inviting me, carnal? What's up with that? Big boy like me? Nah. Enjoy those tacos, brother. Put some extra chili for me. Throw some extra chili for me. I appreciate that, Jose. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, brother. What's up, Russell? George, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Niner Sickness podcast. I appreciate you. Let's see. Hey, Christopher. How you doing, sir? The problem with Minshew is that a minute Jimmy throws one bad pass, here comes all these ignorant 49er fans gonna be yelling at the top of their lungs to bench Jimmy. Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. That's listen, if we bring in Minshew, he is not being brought in to replace or even compete with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not. If he's brought in, he is brought in solely to be the backup. The backup. But I hear Christopher, and I can relate because there are fans, unfortunately, that as soon as Jimmy makes a mistake, they are asking for his head on a platter. So I agree with him. How are you doing? I am not a Kaepernick fan, but I rather have Kaepernick than CJ. The thing is, Tony, Kaepernick is not going to come to play football. He hasn't played football in so many years. He's doing his thing, and he's doing a great job what he's doing. I just don't see Kaepernick coming back and playing football. So to make a comparison is kind of hard, but I agree. I like Kaepernick. I love Kaepernick when he played for the 49ers. Unfortunately, things worked out the way things happened the way they happened. What's up, David Williams? How you doing? I agree. I agree 100%. So let me look at the comments. Does anybody want to call in? I'm going to go ahead and put my number on the screen. It is scrolling to the top of the screen. The number to call in if you feel like you want to be part of the show and you want to call in, feel free to call in. Feel free to call in and I will take your phone call and you can let me know how you feel about your 49ers. Let me know what's your thoughts on the 49ers, the direction they're going, everything, every decision that has been made. A lot of us, we were questioning whether we can bring back Jason Verrett or K1 Williams. A lot of us had discussions previously on if we can only bring one player back, who do you want back? Do you want back Jason Verrett or do you want K1 Williams? Well, ladies and gentlemen, because of the loyalty and the atmosphere in San Francisco, both players are back. Yes, they are back on a 1-year deal, but they are back in the secondary. We brought back Tart. We brought back Jason Verrett. And we brought back now K1 Williams. Emmanuel Mosley's back. Jimmy Ward has been there. All we got to do now is just get another corner in the draft, and we should be good to go. I just had some with some giant sized Pepsi. Ooh, I never should have gotten rid of Alex Smith. We should never should have. Yeah, well, Kaepernick just came out of nowhere playing some great football. Mobile quarterback. Couldn't really afford to have both of them. I saw why Jim Harbaugh did what Jim Harbaugh. Plus, every coach, honestly, they love to have their own quarterback. Every regime always wants to bring in their quarterback. Alex Smith wasn't their pick. Remember, Alex Smith was drafted in 2005. So he wasn't Harbaugh's pick. And every head coach wants to bring in. That's why I believe the Jets are going to draft Wilson over Sam Darnold. They're going to draft, hold on, guys. They're going to draft Wilson over Sam Darnold because they want to bring in their quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Hold on, guys. My beautiful, beautiful goddaughter, 8 years old, uh, she wants to call in. She wants to call in. She wants to, but she doesn't want to call in the show. She wants to message me on Messenger, and she's 8 years old, so she's very persistent. If Nino doesn't answer the phone, in that little girl's mind, Nino should never be busy to answer the phone when she calls, when the princess calls. See that? She is very, very persistent, and she's not going to give up. That's what I love about her. I love that she will not give up. Let me read some of these comments. We did good. We did all good around. The sad thing that our weakest link is still our quarterback. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Our quarterback is our situation. But if listen, if Jimmy G can stay healthy, I think we'll be all right in 2021. But the concern with Jimmy G is, can he stay healthy? That is the concern. Can he stay healthy? are we comfortable in going in to the season with Jimmy G? And that's what a lot of people are very, very concerned about that. Yeah, we're gonna be. I think, like I said earlier, if we're able to trade for Deshaun Watson after June 1st, will be more beneficial to us, and it will be more beneficial to the Texans than if a trade is to get done prior to June 1st. Uh, I don't think neither one of them did, honestly. Um, you know, it's an 11-on-11 game. I think Jimmy played well. That throw to Emmanuel Sanders that he kind of overthrew him. One thing we know about Jimmy, he's not very accurate. He can and he has thrown the ball above receivers' heads. If he would have threw that ball better to Emmanuel Sanders, we would have had the Super Bowl one, and there would have been no discussion about Jimmy G. It's funny how one play can make or break a player, right? Can define a player. Because if he would have made that play to Emmanuel Sanders, and if we would have won the Super Bowl, I don't think we would have been questioning Jimmy G. But the fact that he missed that throw, and we are where we're at, that's why a lot of people are not really happy with him. I agree. I mean, listen, guys, real quick. If I would have told you prior to the free agency starting up, we started with 20 million under the cap, right? We had 39 players unsigned. Trent Williams was a free agent. Juice was a free agent. Burnett was a free agent. Tart is a free agent. KY Williams was a free agent. So many free agents. To be now, today, with over 72 players signed and still have 18 million under the cap, think about it. Think about it for a minute. We started with 20. We bring back Trent Williams on a 6-year deal. We get Juice on a 5-year deal. We get Jason Verrett on a 1-year deal. KY on a 1-year deal. Tart on a 1-year deal. And so many others. Mosley and so many others. And we only spend 2 million. Kind of. My point being is we started with 20. We have 18. And we have all these players signed. That right there, my friends, is a testament of how great Paragg Marathe wins the cap battle. Great decisions by him. What's up, Don? Dawson, how you doing? Good to see you. Cap, without question, he was right there, 5 yards, and could have run it in. Now, I think personally in that particular statement, Victor, they should have gave it to Frank Gore. They should have given it to Frank Gore. I think Frank Gore would have punched it in. But it is what it is, man. What's up, Christian Carver? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I think Justin Fields could be a sleeper to be picked as our quarterback. Now, is he really a sleeper, though? I mean, he's going to arguably going to go top 5. When you have a quarterback that is a top 5, are they really a sleeper? A Kelly Mond might be a sleeper. The kid from Stanford might be a sleeper. But Justin Fields, he's a top 5 quarterback pick. I don't know if he's a cap choked on that game. Let's see here. I just looked up Minshew's numbers. He is a top 4 quarterback in passes longer than 20 yards. That's what Jimmy lacks. Let me repeat that. He's a top 4 in the deep balls. Well, like I said, he's a great backup. I still wouldn't pursue him as a starter, but he's definitely better than C.J. Beathard and definitely better than Nick Mullins. So I thank you for that information, Jose Avila. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for passing that information for sure. Once Cap got the new contract, he became a vegan. That's when the shit hit the fan. I love Christina. I love it, man. Christopher says, Jose Villa, what's his win and loss record? Being 4-4. If you're talking about Minshew, he's 1-7. 1-7 is his record, if I'm not mistaken. But please correct me if I'm wrong. He's better than Nick for sure. Yeah. I mean, Jose, you're better than Nick. I'm better than Nick. Everybody watching is better than Nick. Hey, Chris Lynn. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Come on, man. He played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That roster is trash. No skill players, and he still has those numbers. Come on, man. The kid can swing it. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Jose? That is a valid point. Those are the numbers that he has on a bad Jaguars roster. Imagine what he can do under Kyle Shanahan. For those that don't know, when Kyle Shanahan coached the Senior Bowl, when Coach Kyle Shanahan and Mike LaFleur both were coaching the Senior Bowl in 2017. Minshew was the quarterback, one of the quarterbacks that were under Kyle Shanahan, and Kyle Shanahan liked him. I mean, he liked Debo. He brought in Debo. He liked Jalen Hurd. He brought in Jalen Hurd. Maybe he knows something that we don't, and who knows what can happen. I mean, bring him in. All I know is I wouldn't want to give nothing higher than a 6 this year for Minshew. A 5 next year, yes. A 6 this year, yes. But a 5 this year, no. That's me. Let me know in the comments, are you willing to give a number 5 pick to the Jaguars for Minshew this year? Or would you rather give a 6 this year for him? And if they don't want a 6, then we can give him a 5 next year. But not this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. That's okay if you disagree. He ain't better than Jimmy G. That's who you just compared him to. If you're talking about Minshew and Jimmy G, I tend to agree. We traded for an interior offensive lineman from the Cardinals, Mason Cole. Being a fellow NFC West man yourself, do you know much about him? Maybe somebody in the comments could give you an answer, Kyle Benson. By the way, if those that don't know, Kyle Benson is a huge Minnesota Vikings fan. Now, keep it respectful. I know you will. He's a great friend of mine. He's a very respectful person. He loves his Vikings as much as we love our Niners. And he's asking a legitimate question. If you guys know anything, I'm not really familiar with Manson Cole, to be honest with you. And I would hate to give you false information. But if anybody in the comments know anything about the offensive lineman Manson Cole, and you guys were willing to share that with my friend Kyle Benson, please type it in the comments. I think Jimmy can do really good with this offensive line. And if they have a training camp this year, the offensive line will be more in sync with each other and be able to protect Jimmy. And that's a key. That is honestly a key. Protecting Jimmy G. Protecting him. Now, we have the best protection in his blind side. Trent Williams. Left guard, Tomlinson. Now we have a quarterback as center and Alex Mack. Daniel Brunskill will be solid at right guard for the whole year. And then you have Mike McGlinchey, which Mike McGlinchey still needs to work on his pass protection, but the guy is great against the run. The boy can open up lanes. Not against the run, for the run, excuse me. He can open up lanes for the run. He just needs to work on his pass protection. But I like Mike McGlinchey. Has he played like a top 9 overall? Not really. But I still have hope for him. I have to say Jimmy choked more than Cap because Super Bowl we lost with Colin Kaepernick was not him. It was play calls. We threw the ball 6 times. I agree with that part. Inside of 2-yard line, and that was very disappointing. While we had Frank Gore trying to feed Crabtree. If you all don't remember, let me put that out there. Yeah, I remember very well, Jose. They should have given the ball to Frank Gore. It was ludicrous to me why they were passing so many times. And then the one time where Kaepernick was going to take off to the left and run it in, we get called for a penalty. It just wasn't. And then the game against the Chiefs. I hate making excuses, but there were a lot of penalties not called. I'm going to be real. Against the Kansas City Chiefs, there were so many penalties that should have been called against the Chiefs that were not called. Now, karma always comes around. The Chiefs got a taste of their own medicine against Tampa Bay. But nevertheless, that doesn't change the outcome of the 49ers. But a lot of those calls should have been called. Nick Bosa was held, and it wasn't called. It was just ludicrous how bad officiating was in that Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Niner fan. If you watch NFL, and if you respect the NFL, and if you know what you're looking for, whether you're a Niner fan or not, you know there were a lot of calls against the Niners that should have been called. Against the Kansas City Chiefs. They should have been called. They weren't. So, but it is what it is. We can't change the past. I have a strained muscle on my shoulder, tendons, shoulder, and upper arm level right arm. It really hurts. So the doctor gave me some muscle relaxers. Oh, man. I wonder what kind of muscle relaxers did you get? I take Flexerol. I'm trying to, and Roboxin. Roboxin 750 milligrams and Flexerol. And it relaxes me. The other issues with the Super Bowl is that the defense gave up a lot of points in the last quarter. And also Mahomes played like crap in the last game. Mahomes played like crap in that game. Oh, in that game, excuse me. He wasn't a way better player than Jimmy in that game. Mahomes got lucky. Well, yeah, the holding on Bosa was bad. But I tend to agree with you. The Niners held the Chiefs for 3 quarters. 3 freaking quarters. I mean, we went into the fourth quarter 7 minutes have gone by, and we were leading by double digit. Double. Now, okay, 10 points is not a lot, but it's still double digit lead. And instead of protecting it, we went on prevents defense, and we just, that one play, oh, I can still see it. And it pains me to talk about it. That one, what was it, a 45-yarder to Tariq Hill? It was, oh. When that happened, the whole atmosphere of that game turned around. That was a very painful pass. That was a blown coverage. And I think it was on Sherman, if I'm not mistaken. If you were to draft a quarterback in the first round, who would it be if you had a say? Okay. Is the question asked what quarterback that would be available at 12? Would I have to move up for a quarterback? How far would I move up? Or what quarterback would I want to draft who isn't Trevor Lawrence? So, I'm going to answer all three questions that way. If we stay at 12 and we had to pick a quarterback, if we stayed at 12 and we had to take a quarterback, I would take Mac Jones out of Alabama. This is to answer your question. If I drafted a quarterback, which I don't want to go quarterback, I just want to be clear. But if I had to draft a quarterback, I would take Mac Jones at 12. If I moved up to say the sixth spot with the Lions, if I traded with the Lions, I would want to take Justin Fields. Now, if I had the choice, if I had the ability to pick a quarterback that I just wanted, other than Trevor Lawrence, it would be Wilson. Wilson is my guy, but I just don't see us getting Wilson at all unless we trade with the Jets, and we will have to give up a lot of draft for that, and I just don't see that happening. Yes, Justin Field is a Buckeye. A Buckeye. We should get Frank the Tank back. I heard somebody mention earlier, this is my first time hearing it, that he's going to meet with John Lynch. Now, if that's the case, I don't know if he's going to meet with John Lynch because he wants to sign a 1-day contract where he signs with the 49 and then he retires as a 49er, or if the Niners are going to bring him back for 1 year. That I don't know. But I would love to see Frank Gore 1 more year with the 49ers. Is it logical? Not really. So I think if he signs, he's going to sign a 1-day contract just to retire as a San Francisco 49er. What's up, Tom? How you doing, brother? Who cares? Tom Brady, that guy, man. 7 freaking Super Bowl championships. That is an accomplishment for that guy. We signed someone. I would have to look at my Twitter account, Tom. Um, the last person that we signed, to my acknowledgement, was K1 Williams to a 1-year deal. We brought K1 Williams back to a 1-year deal. That is the last signing that I'm up to date with. if there's another player that just got signed, that I missed it so far. Beto, rate the quarterback in our division 1 through 4. Jimmy is 4. I'm sorry. Jimmy is 4. I would rate Russell Wilson 1, Matthew Stafford 2, Kyler Murray 3, and Jimmy G 4. Some of you guys might get mad at me for saying that, but that is just how I believe it is. Jimmy is the bottom of the quarterback pile in the West. That's just my humble opinion, whether you guys agree with me or not. What's up, Jose Gonzalez? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show. No 5th-round pick this year for Metro. That where the Niners do some of their best work. George Kittle. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't want to give the 5th rounder this year. I'll give it next year, but not this year. Because you're right. Not only George Kittle in the 5th round, but if you remember, we drafted a linebacker by the name of Drake Greenlaw also in the 5th round. So that 5th round is very valuable to us because our scouting team has scouted very well in the late rounds. You got to remember, even in the early rounds, it's hit or miss. But a lot of those early rounds, you kind of tend to know how good a player is. When you start finding gems in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, that, my friend, you're doing your due diligence and you're doing your job. George Kittle and Drake Greenlaw, both of them in the 5th round. Kudos to our scouting team. What's up, Jay Madden? How you doing, brother? Manson Cole was a starting center for the Cardinals. Oh, okay. So he was a starting center. What's up, Glenn? Nice, Alan. Totally agree with you. Jimmy G played well in 2019 and can see him doing it again. What's up, Thomas? Earl, how you doing? It's been a while, brother. You're never late, brother. You are never late. Glad to see you. What's up? Hey, what's up, Beto? Hope all is well. All is well. Thank you for asking. I hope everything is well with you, my brother. Good to see you. You're right. The penalties that weren't called in our Super Bowl was definitely called during this Super Bowl. Yeah, karma is a blank. I'm not going to cuss, but you know what I mean. Does that change what happened to the Niners? No. But karma, sooner or later, karma does come back around and get you in the butt. And that's what happened to the Chiefs. Okay, yeah, I take that one too. Oh, I know. That's actually out of the Flexerol and Robuxin, the one they gave you is the weakest muscle relax. I don't know what your tolerance is for medication, Kathy, but out of those 3, they gave you the least strongest. I'm gonna put. They gave you the least strongest because then you have Flexerol, and then you have Robuxin, which is the strongest in my opinion. And the one that I take is 750 milligrams. So Jimmy G had a concussion too. I don't remember. Did he? Pretty sure. Okay. I don't remember, but you're probably right. Play calling and the refs was killing us. Yes. There was, it's, again, I'm not about complaining and blaming, but the reality is there. Everybody saw it. A lot of those calls should have been called against Kansas City. And if people watch my show that are not Niner fans and sit there and say that we're crying, we're a bunch of crybabies crying about, I don't care what they say. And it's not that we're crying about anything. It's just the reality. There were a lot of calls that should have been called against the Kansas City Chiefs. They weren't. And they were very evident. Even, you know how they have that, what's his name? Perea, the ex officiating guru or wherever he was. He even said that those calls should have been called against the Chiefs. But it doesn't change anything, unfortunately, for our 49ers. So it is what it is. Yes, the question is what quarterback is available at 12? I think that going at 12 and beyond, Mac Jones should be there. Would I take him? Probably not. If I was desperate for a quarterback, I want a corner. I'm going to be honest. Niner Sickness wants a corner at number 12. I am a firm believer that you win and lose in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. There are some good edge. Quiddy Peg is a good edge rusher. But we have Sosa, the kid that we brought over from the Rams. Samson. They call him Sosa. We have Eric Armstead to rotate with him at the edge. We have DJ Jones, Javon Kinlaw, and Nick Bosa in the front. And then we have great rotation behind them. We have Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw and Alashir at linebackers. I am very comfortable there. We need a shutdown corner. Jason Verrett played very well for us in 2020. But we need a shutdown corner. And I think that corner will be Caleb Farley or J.C. Horn out of South Carolina, or Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech, or even Surtain out of Alabama. One of those three corners will be a great addition to our secondary. That's who I would want our Niners to draft at number 12. What's up, Eric Poss? You're a Trey Lance guy, huh? We don't say the Tampa Bay name on here. Right on. I agree with you. He can't help running games. I agree 100%. Jimmy is 4. Yeah, that's just my thought. Wilson, Jimmy G, Murray, and Stafford. Okay, Maverick. Now, with all due respect, are you being honest with yourself on that statement? Or because you love Jimmy G and you're a Niner fan and you hate the Rams and you hate the Cardinals? And even if you hate Seattle, but you can't say anything about Russell Wilson, so I understand why you put Russell Wilson first. But do you really believe Jimmy G is better than Murray and Stafford at this point? I don't know. That guy is high school quarterback and will be a bust. If you're referring to Mac Jones, probably. But that's who I would take at 12. I mean, that's who I think would be available to take at 12. Houston up for trading Watson now. Now, did you hear? Now, David Williams, I want to be clear on this. Did the Houston Texans say themselves they are open for trade? Or is that your opinion? I haven't read it. Have they come out and say we want to trade him? I agree with cornerback with the first pick. We need more athletes in our second. Yes, we do. We need a playmaker. We need a shutdown corner back there. Yes, he would. I love the ceiling. Listen, I love the ceiling for Dina for Farley out of Virginia Tech. This is me. Everybody has their title to their own opinion, and that's fine. If I had to choose a cornerback 1, 2, and 3, it will be Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech. It will be J.C. Horn, South Carolina, and then Surtain, Alabama. For me, a lot of you guys may put Surtain above all two corners and put him at number 1, and that's fine. I'm okay with either one of those corners. But if I had to number them 1 to 3, I would take Farley, Horn, and then Surtain. Yup, just said it on NFL Live. Okay, well, there you go. Listen, these allegations, which I don't think they're true, now maybe the allegations are bringing down the value of Deshaun Watson. Now, I don't know how true this was when it was said, and I don't remember who reported it, but I heard that Deshaun Watson himself only wants to play for 2 teams, the 49ers or the Broncos. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I don't believe in these allegations. I think they're bogus, and I would love to sign Deshaun Watson. Maybe we get a better deal because of everything that's going on. David Williams, thank you for bringing that information. I was not aware of that. But if there are because that was the whole thing. The Houston Texans were saying all along, we are not trading Deshaun Watson. Now, although I believe they were going to eventually trade him, why? Because they brought in 2 quarterbacks. Why do you bring in 2 quarterbacks onto your roster if you're going to keep Deshaun Watson? So I think in the back of their mind, they were going to trade him, but they were kind of just, hoping that Deshaun Watson would change his mind. But I'm pretty sure the discussions between Deshaun Watson and the coach and the organization of the Texans just wasn't there. And they came to their senses. And as David Williams just reported here on the Niners Sickness Report, that he heard it on NFL Live, that the Texans have now said, we are open for trades. Now the conversation is going to start between John Lynch and the Texans. Let's see if Deshaun Watson becomes a 49er. All right, guys, that's going to be it for my show. I've been on here for about an hour. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching me on my page here on Facebook, the Niner Sickness Report. Please share my video. If you know friends and family that are Niner fans that do not belong to a page, I'm pretty sure they do. But if you let them know to like my page, I would appreciate it. Do me a favor, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to reach five. Yeah, 5. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. When I do, I'm going to be giving away this bad boy. Right now I am at 441. Once I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away this bad boy. Nick Bosa. Oh yeah. Look at this is on the sleeves. You got the numbers on the sleeve as well. I'll show you the front. Sorry for hitting the mic. It's a Nike. So once I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving a lucky winner the opportunity to win that Nick Bosa jersey. And once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away another Nick Bosa, a George Kittle, and a Fred Warner jersey. So do me a favor. If you're not following me on Facebook, on YouTube, go to YouTube, type Niner Sickness, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you know when I go live, and share my YouTube link. Let all your friends and family that are Niner fans know about my channel on YouTube. So the sooner we get to 500, the sooner I'll be giving away this jersey to a lucky winner on YouTube. And what I'm going to do is, for those wondering, how do I know if I won? I'm going to be going live on YouTube only once I reach the 500 subs. I'm going to go live and I'm going to give it away live, and I'm going to pick names. I'll figure out a way how to do it, but that's how you'll know who the winner is. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate it. Remember, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share my YouTube channel, and most importantly, if you watch my videos on YouTube, make sure to smash the like button on my videos. That would help me a lot when it comes to YouTube. I appreciate it. Let me answer the last question, and I will call it a night. What size is that Taylor jersey? The one behind me, that's an autographed jersey. I also have Brian Young, and I have Ronnie Lott, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, and Joe Montana on my wall here. You can't see it on my wall, but that one's behind me. What size is it? You're like, I didn't ask you how many jerseys you had. I asked you what size. I believe it's an extra large, if I'm not mistaken. All right, guys. Thank you for watching your boy Niner Sickness on my page today. I appreciate spending time with you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Have a blessed day. And we'll see you on our next show. Go Niners.